Good morning, traders, and this is your Aussie daily review, your South African top 40. Now, pretty much not even bothering trading this thing today. I'm not sure whether my broker has incorrect data or whether the upgrade that the JSE did to their systems is causing havoc, but you'll see what I'm talking about shortly. I don't trust these bars at the moment. They don't make any sense whatsoever. And the reason I say that is if I come down to 5 minutes here, look at these tails. Okay, so we're talking about 350 point tails. And if I come down to the 1 minute, and we go all the way down there, those tails are happening on the 1 minute. Okay, so pretty difficult to get any trade going with any kind of stop loss because, for example, you've got a gap here and you would think, right, we're moving to the downside with a stop above the previous high and you're going to get into trouble every single time. Okay, so if I look at the 4 hour, pretty much these tails are indecision, which is barbed wire. Barbed wire to me is not a trading environment, so it's impossible to trade this kind of setup. So yeah, so I think for me, I'm not really interested in trading this. The big levels we need to pay attention to are definitely this triangle break here, and that is 52,400. That's definitely an area we need to pay attention to. The next area to the downside on the daily is pretty much 53,340. Okay, so those are the areas that I'd be paying attention to. I would be looking, normally, I'd be looking for a buying opportunity right here at 52,400. Okay, the US markets were slightly down yesterday, but with the public holiday around the world except for the US, I think trading volumes are a little bit thin. So I'm not entirely convinced that we have a change of direction in the US just yet. It may confirm itself later today or tomorrow, but at this stage, the US markets are just treading water. Look at the rand dollar 14.42, and it did get a little bit higher than that. So that's bodes well for the longs. And the last thing is 10 cent, which is up ever so slightly at 0.39%. Okay, so mixed bag pretty much on the international markets, which would affect us. The fact that the US markets did close down, so the NASDAQ was down 0.4%, S&P was down 0.7%, and the Dow was down 0.6%. So I would expect us to have a gap down today. Probably just pick up this level here and then have a little bit of a bounce off here. So, this level is pretty close. This gap has been tagged. It's not closed yet, but it has been tagged. So I would expect that gap to close properly. Come down, pick this level, and then let's see what happens on this level. The fact that we've broken through the alligator is another story. So I'd expect us down, another rally, another lower high, and that would be my signal for a trend change and a move to the downside. Okay, if we look at the hour, it's messy. I can't even comment on this. The last 2 days of all these tails, and they're massive tails. I mean, they're not small. And you can see here, if any kind of trade and even had a wide stop loss, you would have been freaking out because every time you'd have like a 1 minute rally all the way up to take your stop out and then come down. And it's done that a couple of times. Okay, so don't trust it at all. If we look at the 30 minute, you can see the closing range strategy here. It worked out, but I'm not sure. I'll look on the lower time frame now, but you can see how a massive pin bar. And if I go to the 5 minute, how are you supposed to trade this? and I think it just take a minute. There's the opening minute, rallied all the way up, hit the range target, probably hit the second range target before selling off. And there's just no ways to trade this. I mean, you can't even pick up a direction on the 1 minute. So anyway, I definitely don't trust a closing range breakout strategy over here. So because that is the range. Okay. And that basically means my range is 500 points. Okay. So yeah. So I think, if your broker's giving you a different view and you can see something to trade, then definitely look at that closing range. But for me right now, this is not healthy. Doesn't bode well with me at all. Not the way that these tails are going. Okay. In other words, I'm not trading this today until I can figure out what's exactly going on. So anybody on GT24, work with me. Let's find them and figure out what they're doing. Anyway, guys, no, that doesn't help you much today, but yeah, I'd rather keep my money in my pocket. So that's it for me today. I hope it helps somebody at least, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.